Angie, we're just a few blocks south of the Buddy Holly Center, where Lubbock police are investigating a shooting that happened earlier this morning. This is something people are running into across town, sick or dead birds in places you may walk past every day. For many, your home is a place where you can feel safe and protected. For Phyllis Gant, that's no longer the case after a driver came crashing into her home and her life. Josh, I am still freezing out here. Now, the snow is maintaining the same, but there's not enough just to build a snowman yet. Karen Abner, court records show Afonso and Jared Ibarra have each been indicted on 2 counts of entry of a child, a first-degree felony. According to the affidavit, the case began August 16th when the child's school contacted Child Protective Services. Before you head out on these cold mornings, a quick look at your car can save you time, stress, and even money. Mechanics say simple checks like your tire pressure and your battery can keep small problems from turning into big ones. We're now learning more about what may have happened prior to this fire starting. Now, I spoke directly with the property owner who says these trailers were supposed to be empty and that he's been having a constant problem with people breaking in.
So they told me, the investigators, to come over here today and check, see what happened, but they think somebody got in here and was living in one of those mobile homes and was trying to warm up in one of the tanks.
Wow.
This is what they told me, that's what happened. There's someone here to take pictures of it.
That's Jesse Flores, the property owner. He arrived to find several mobile homes destroyed by the flames. The Lubbock County Sheriff's Office tells us the fire sparked just before 10 o'clock along East County Road 7260 off the Slayton Highway. It took the work of 4 fire departments and several hours to contain the blaze. Fire crews tell us one resident was able to get out safely, and thankfully no one was hurt. Flores tells me what worries him most is what could have happened.
This is things like burning tires. Good thing nobody got hurt, you know, when you think about it, but what scared me is these lines, they're all gas lines. Just imagine it would have get one of those hot, all this whole place would be a big explosion.
Right.
And it's dangerous, so now we're gonna close it down completely.
Flores says his private property is about 10 acres with more than 50 trailer spaces. However, they were supposed to be vacant at the time. Flores has been dealing with multiple break-ins recently, and after this fire, he says something has to change.
It's very frustrating, it really is. I'm 70 years old, I had a nice birthday, and I'm still happy about it, but I just don't want nobody around here. I'm gonna talk to investigators.
He says between theft, trespassing, and now this fire, he no longer feels safe.
I don't feel safety anymore over here because of this stuff. The same people that did this, I don't know if they're gonna come back or get out, and I don't know why they did this to start with. You know, what was the problem of this big fire that almost destroyed my whole property?
Investigators are now working to determine exactly what happened here. Imani Jackson, KCBD, News Channel 11. At 66 years old, Servania Wyatt is proof it's never too late to be a student. Twice a week, he walks through the doors of the Mahone Library with one goal, to learn. How much have you learned since February?
A lot. I learned how to read about 4 or 5 books and finish it.
How does that make you feel?
Make me feel good.
Servania joined Literacy Lubbock in February after his friend reached out on his behalf. That's where he met Beth Gilliams, a volunteer tutor and his very first teacher.
I think she's a good teacher. She's a good teacher, but we're trying to know that I didn't think she's going to be a teacher and a good friend at the same time.
Beth says she's seen him grow with every lesson.
We're starting from the very beginning, and he's done really well. And every time we practice on our sight words, he gets more and more of them right, and he's getting better at being able to sound out words that he doesn't know already, that he doesn't recognize.
What?
No.
Read.
Yes. Look and read.
Okay. You want me to look and read? I'll do that. That's a ball, that's a toy.
Yes.
What I'm supposed to look for.
Well, I think that's it.
And his progress isn't going unnoticed. Thanks to a Facebook post from Officer Henry at the library, Sylvania's story reached Lubbock Mayor Mark McBrayer, who sent him a letter recognizing his accomplishment of logging more than 100 hours of studying. For Sylvania, that meant everything, and it's only motivated him to keep going.
I believe if I can do it, they can too. All you have to do is want to learn and do it, and stand up and finish it.
What started with getting his very first library card to children books, then Texas history. Sylvania says every page brings him closer to his goal, to read independently and even someday take on computers.
The pain is so hurtful, and it's hard to explain for somebody to take my baby away from me.
Lawrence Brantley was just 18 years old when he was killed in a shooting earlier this week. Now, days later, his family says the heartbreak hasn't eased, and neither has the frustration of not knowing who's responsible. His mother, Maisha Thomas, says the reality of what happened is something she can't wrap her head around.
Just pulling up and seeing things taped off, I'm like, this is really real. This is really real. And praying that, no, not saying that I was wishing it was somebody else's kid, but just praying to say, oh, that wasn't your kid. This was all false.
Since that night, Maisha says every day has been filled with pain. His younger daughter is left without her father. His siblings are grieving. And what should have been his 19th birthday next week is now a day of mourning.
They took like a whole piece of our heart away from us. They crushed us. They took a innocent life for no reason, just being senseless. They took a big part of our family, because he was.
What the family wants most now is justice. They say someone out there knows the truth, and they're hoping that person will come forward.
If these friends that say they are friends or people, whatever it was, if you see and know something, say something. Mother should never have to bury their kid. A child should never, a baby, a 3-year-old should never have to see dirt getting thrown on her dad that she didn't get to build that bond with.